Greetings, welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph and I am your host. So today we're going to be talking about a look back to a classic rock album, one from the 80s, featuring a solo artist who was part of a duet in the 60s. The album, I think, is probably easily my favorite of his albums. I listened to it. I bought it the summer before I went away to New Zealand, and that was the album I took with me on the plane. I listened to it all the time. I had it in cassette then. Now I have it in CD, and I'm talking about this album, Paul Simon's Graceland. Sorry, sun reflections making it hard to see. I'll try to get in closer. That's it. Anyways, so this album was released in 1986. I'm just going to look at the exact date. And the exact date was August the 26th, 1986. And Paul Simon was the producer, and it was produced at various studios in New York, London, Los Angeles, Louisiana, and South Africa. And that's the last one, caused some controversy at the time. Seemed anti-apartheid. He took some criticism for anti-apartheid. I don't think that he actually intended to create that, but maybe through his own naivety he did that and created some friction between himself and the people of South Africa, or at least the government of South Africa. Anyways, the album was released. Oh yeah, I already said that. Anyways, there's a host of musicians on this album, about 60 of them. I'm not going to list them all, just some of the more notable ones. Linda Ronstadt did some vocals on one of the tracks. I think it was track 7. And the Everly Brothers did some backing vocals on track 2. So anyways, it's a very good album from top to bottom. And some of the best tracks are the deeper tracks, the ones that you don't hear as much. Boy in the Bubble and Baby with a Babbling Heart. That one was a rock radio stable when it came out. Diamonds on the Soles of His Shoes, of course, both really good tracks, but rock radio stable. Some of the other stuff, like I Know What I Know, Gumboots, You Can Call Me Al, Under the African Skies, Homeless, All Around the World, or The Myth of Fingerprints, all really good deep tracks. There's a lot of African sounds on here, which he wanted to incorporate. This album came out after his breakup with Carrie Fisher and his problems with Art Garfunkel as well. So, and he went through a bit of a depression, and then he discovered this, and it brought him out of it, and he made this album, which to me it's not a heavy album by any standards. Got some good catchy beats to it. It's a typical Paul Simon album, but it easily is his best album, I think. Has some great tracks, like I said, and just his vocals, of course, I love. And goes on to, it's kind of a poppy album, so it goes on to make you feel like it's kind of an upbeat album, I find. So, if you're looking, if Paul Simon's not somebody you've listened to before, or you don't know much about him, this is a really good album. And even if you end up not liking Paul Simon, I'm sure you'll like this album. It's one of my favorites, top 50 for me, easy. So, there you have it, Paul Simon's Graceland. And I hope you enjoyed that. And if you'd like me to do more of these type of videos, please like it in the bottom and subscribe if you want more content of this nature. Anyways, there you have it, Paul Simon's Graceland. And this is Prog Monster. I'm signing off, and you have a great day.